Out of the red corner, standing which waiter, Hector Valdez. Tonight wearing red, he officially weighed in 121.4 pounds. Here this evening, he too enters his contest perfect. 15 bouts, 15 victories with 8 wins coming to by way of knockout and no defeats. Introducing the pride of Dallas, Texas, USA, the undefeated Hector Valdez!
Right here, Hector. Max, right here. Okay, mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Sit over here. I gave you both instructions. I just want to go over a few things. The low line will be right at the top of your letters here. Same thing right here. I gave you both instructions. Please listen and follow my instructions at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck.
Who do you like? The 15-0 Hector Valdez Jr., the 15-0-1 Max Ornelas.
I love the hunger that we saw this week in Max Ornelas. He is unsigned as a fighter to any major promotional outfit. He is hoping after this fight that he gets signed to Golden Boy. So in a way, he's literally fighting for a job.
He's taking the Williams Zepeda track. That's what happened. Zepeda won that big fight last year. He got signed by Golden Boy, and now he's in a main event later tonight against Jojo Diaz. Valdez Jr. in the red, Max Ornelas in the black.
Valdez in the red trunks. He has really good technique. Keeps those elbows tucked in, hands up. He doesn't really break out of that mold. Ornelas, on the other hand, he keeps his hands low a little bit. You know, he likes to shake and bake, a little bit more athletic style. But once Valdez starts letting that right hand go, closing the distance, digging to the body, you could hear the thump in the punches.
You think Hector hits harder?
It looks and sounds.
Stop! Nobody move. Nobody move. Let him go gently. There you go.
And the knockout ratio, suggests that as well.
Well, Max was not intimidated by the least bit. As Chris said, he has been basically begging for this opportunity. This is his moment. Let's see if he can step up to the plate.
And we'll see early on, good left-handed. We'll see early on if there's any ring rust on Max Ornelas. He hasn't fought in almost a year. Had a fight fall through because of an illness back in the spring, and another fight fall through a couple of months later. So he's had a pretty long layoff.
Everybody stop. Separate.
Yeah,
but he's looking pretty good right now. I mean, he's tough to pin down. He has good upper body movement, moving laterally, staying off the ropes. Valdez is gonna have a hard time tracking him down, missing like that. He'll serve Valdez right if he aims for the chest. Aim for the chest. Don't be head hunting right now. Aim for the chest of Ornelas, the body of Ornelas, double and triple up them jabs.
Well, it looks like Valdez is going to be the aggressor, at least in this round, as Max fights off the back foot.
Ornelas actually can come forward and be an aggressor as well once he starts landing. But right now he's just trying to figure out the distance and the speed, and of course fill out the power of Valdez.
Stop, everybody
Chris,
stop.
did you sense that Max and his crew sensed something in particular about Valdez's style that they liked, or they just wanted an opportunity?
Well, one thing that Max said that was interesting is that in watching tape of Valdez, he believes Valdez tires when he gets into those middle rounds. So part of his strategy is to get to that 4th, 5th, and 6th round where he thinks the punch output of Valdez is going to go down.
Got a bit of a standoff here.
Valdez is going to have to be a little bit quicker on their feet in order to track down Valdez.
Stop! All right, listen, you got to stop holding and leading your head forward. That's on you. You good? Stop at the bell. You understand, Max?
Zamboni.
Time in.
I have no idea what Zamboni means.
You didn't watch any hockey?
The thing they drive around between periods to clear the ice. But you can quote Oscar Wilde. Did he have a good quote about ice? Think about it. The winter.
Good check quote there about Valdez.
Yeah.
To the Ornelas. See, those are the quick hands of Max Ornelas right there. You have to break that timing, that monotony. You know, you have to break in between. Valdez is having a hard time pinning him down, so he's going to have to
Stop. Okay,
Ornelas
so that's you. You can't do this. You can do that.
You got to bait
So you
him
hold
in.
him.
It's going to be tricky.
Box.
On the back of the trunks of Valdez Jr. He is sponsored by OnlyFans, but he wanted us to stress his content on his page is strictly PG and features exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of his life in and out of the gym.
Ornelas doesn't commit to his power more than 2 punches. He's very smart, very smart fighter, Max Ornelas. He throws 1 or 2 shots, and then he pulls out, waits for a counter, and he peels away. Valdez can't keep just chasing him down like that, or letting him know that a power punch is coming. You have to track him down with speed and jabs and foot feints.
If you're Ornelas, Sergio, you've got to be in great shape to fight like this, because if you get caught, you know, coming a little bit slow, trying to pull back, then you can be in trouble.
You know, in studying tapes on Max Ornelas,
Max, let him out. That's you holding, Max.
You know, he doesn't really get sloppy or out of shape. You know, he comes in good condition. And he pulls 3-piece, 4-piece combinations like that.
Well, he said he's been sparring with Rocky Hernandez, Gabe Flores, and Miguel Burchelt, so those are some pretty big names. We'll run you through the ringer.
Max, let him go. Max, keep working.
Does have
Max,
the
gotta let him go with that right arm. Come on, pull your arms out.
Career fight back in 2017
pull your arm out.
when his
Max, pull your
opponent
left
suffered
arm
a
out.
cut in the early stages
Pull
of
your
the
left
second
arm out,
round.
Hector.
So
Come
that
on,
led the
work
fight
out
being
here.
ruled as a technical draw.
Those 4- and 6-rounders can always be tricky with draws like that. I love the rhythm that Max Ornelas is fighting with right now. Very confident, keeping the fight in the middle of the ring, staying off the ropes. Confident look in his face. Right there, switching southpaw.
Chris is right there. Look how much footwork is involved in this strategy. Look how he's constantly moving and moving.
But he's not exerting leg energy.
Stop. I'll
foot
sit
speed.
this time, box.
See, look at how light he is on his toes. He's not on his heel.
Max certainly looks confident, lands a right hand as we wind down here in round number 2.
Hippo. Hey, round 3, Hector.
Here we go, round number 3. If you're just joining us, Hector Valdez Jr. taking on Max Ornelas. Both of these fighters have 15 wins and no losses. Even Steven coming into this fight. But right now, correct me if I'm wrong, Sergio, but I think I'd rather be Max.
No, I'd rather be Ornelas.
Well,
I think he's winning this fight.
Max is Ornelas' first name.
Oh, Max.
Let him go, Max.
There's that step in, throw some shots and step out. And Valdez Jr. trying to smile it off, but Chris, those punches are landing.
Yeah, he's scoring points with these shots. And Valdez is going to have to figure out the timing to land the counter, because even though Valdez is doing a nice job getting his hands up and blocking some of them, he's not doing enough offensively to get the attention of the judges.
Sergio, this style can really frustrate you if you can't figure it out.
Absolutely. I made a living fighting like Max Ornelas. I mean, I frustrated a lot of top fighters and not staying still like that. You know, the secret to pinning down a fighter like that is just aiming for the chest. I know it sounds, easier said than done, but you aim at the midsection of it.
You can see it on the right-hand corner of the screen. Bivol versus Zurdo Ramirez, Saturday, November 5th, live from the deserts, Abu Dhabi, live on DAZN. Boy, Max has not stopped moving.
And he will not stop moving. He's boxing. See right there, that was a nice left hand by Valdez, straight to the midsection, the sternum. That's how you stop a mover like that. There you go.
That's
Max,
a big right
Max,
hand
let him
for
go.
Valdez
Work
Jr.
out it, fellas.
Now Valdez is talking.
Pull your arm
He's
out,
aiming
Hector.
at the midsection
Pull your arm out,
of
Hector.
Ornelas. This is how
The
you're
left
going to
arm.
stop
There you
the
go.
movement. Not only because the body shots take out the wind and the leg strength, but because you're finally hitting something.
And you're almost throwing
Let him
not so
go,
much
Max.
where he is,
If
but
you
where he's
hold
going to
him,
be by the
Max.
time your punch
Let him
comes.
go.
Exactly.
Like leading a receiver with the football.
Actually, I'll give you another football analogy. Whenever you're going to tackle a a running back, you don't look at the jukes and the legs, you look at the hooks.
Stop.
That's how you know what direction he's gonna go. Same thing in boxing, so you just look at the midsection, and that's what you aim at.
Let him go, Max.
Nice hand by Ornelas. It was nice and short, too. He didn't even pull that back.
You know, he looks a little bit like you, Sergio.
I'm telling you, I love the way he boxes. I mean, look, right now he's a southpaw switching, and he's only doing that to give Valdez a different look.
Oh, stop punching.
Round 4 scheduled for 10. Chris, how are you sensing this fight's going right now?
I think Max Ornelas has a very good rhythm going. And listening to Valdez's corner after that last round, they clearly see that something needs to change for Valdez to win this fight.
Yeah, there was concern. The start of concern in the voice of the trainer of Valdez. See all those punches, that not much power, just speed. Just peppering. There's a little power. There was a little power right there. That's how you mix in and hide your power. Very smart boxing there.
Good left again for Valdez.
Valdez snuck in a nice little left hook to the body.
But right now it seems like Ornelas is landing 3 or 4 to every one Valdez lands.
Good body shot there.
Coming up next, it's our IBF Flyweight World Title bout, 10 rounds between Leonela Udica and Aureli Musini.
You know, Sergio, one thing Valdez has to improve on here, Ornelas is moving a lot in the ring. And it doesn't feel like Valdez is cutting it off as much as he's
Let him go. Pull your arms out.
and that's not an effective strategy in a fight.
No, it's not. He looks a little not confused, but a little bewildered. You know, it just looks like he can't really pin down Max right now.
That's an incredible skill to have, to be able to
Get off his head.
cut
Get
the
off
ring
him,
off.
Max. Pull your arms
Fire
out.
down. See Canelo mastered over the years. Gennady Golovkin in his prime was excellent at it.
Well, Sergio, we compared your style to Max's style. Which opponent of yours did the best job cutting the ring off and making you stationary?
Oh, I would say Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest had a great long jab, and he would punch down where my head was going to be, and he always hit me at the side of the head. And those will take effect.
They're told.
Yeah, they will take I got dropped with the right hand and a check left hook because he timed me. So once you get the timing of a guy that has upper body movement like that,
Come on, work
it
at
goes
it.
out the window. But right now, Valdez is not pinning down the timing yet.
Forced him to engage there. So round 5, and it feels like Hector Valdez Jr. needs to do something different here, as Max appears to be maybe piling up some of these early rounds.
Yeah, I believe so. And Valdez needs to get out of character. He's gonna have to take some chances now. You know, he's the type of guy that he has very good technique, and he doesn't punch if he doesn't have the position. Solid fundamentals, but right now he's gonna have to get a little bit, not reckless, but throw a little caution to the wind and start taking chances if you're Valdez.
Get off his back. Stop. You're good. Fine.
Valdez Jr. out of Dallas, Texas. Max Ornelas out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
See those single shots, they're not gonna land for 1 and 2. They look bad to the judges. It looks like you're following your opponent around. See right there, you gotta give credit to Max Ornelas for defense and ring generalship. You know, he's boxing beautifully. Ornelas can't touch him.
Yeah, and I was just talking to Hector Beltran, the trainer of Hector Valdez. He said,
Oh, right hand there for Valdez.
he said, no, it's okay. He said Valdez has to do a better job of cutting the ring off. He has to stop following around and get that ring cut off. He also said that when Ornelas holds and grabs onto his arms, he wants to see Valdez just wail away on him, make the referee step in and tell him to stop.
That's what I just told Todd right now. And he landed a good body shot right now, but he should start throwing more than just one solid punch. He landed a good body shot going to the other side now. Double up with the body shots, hit the shoulders, hit anything. You gotta start landing. You gotta be a brute.
Forget the fundamentals. It's a street fight.
Let him go, Max.
Whenever you're dealing with a cutie, that's what I was called a lot, you know.
I find that hard to believe.
Actually, Teddy Atlas used to call my style. He was a cutie in there, but you know, cuties are tough. You know, cuties can make fights difficult for tough guys. And Max Ornelas is a cutie right now, so you got to get him. You got to get dirty with guys like this. Buff him up. Nice right hand there by Ornelas.
Yeah, Ornelas is staring him down too. He's having the night of his life.
Look at that. 3-4 punches missed.
Work out, let him go, Max.
Hey, but we know Valdez Jr.'s got some good power, a knockout percentage of over 50%.
See, that's what Valdez's corner was just talking about. In the clinch, Valdez didn't throw any punches there. He needs to let his hands go or let his free hand go when he's tied up like that.
You got to watch out for head clashes too. Right there, Valdez came in with the top of his head. I don't know if it's out of frustration or he just want to keep his chin down.
Sergio, you know what he has to do? He has to just fight like his nickname says he is, right? Travieso, the menace. He has to be a menace.
I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with the confidence of Max Ornelas in this fight.
Good body shot there, but see, it's too far in between for Valdez. But just one good body shot's not enough to win the round. Popping jab right there by Ornelas. That he needs to stay disciplined and can't get careless. But I think he's gonna have to get a little bit more undisciplined and a little careless here. He's gonna have to do something he's not comfortable doing because he's behind in this fight.
Chris said these guys fight about 120 pounds. What's that division look like for someone like Max Ornelas if he can win this fight? He says I should be ranked.
Yeah, well, I think he'll put himself at least in position to be a fight or two away from being ranked. He'd be at 16-0 at that point. But more importantly, if he's able to continue this and get a win here, and we're not counting Valdez out by any stretch, he will likely get the attention of Golden Boy or another promoter who will make him a player or like invest in him in this 122-pound division.
Okay, Valdez landed a nice body shot, but a check left hook by Ornelas right there. So both of them landed, but it was Ornelas' check left hook that's easier to see for the judges.
Let's see if Ornelas, if he can get a big commanding lead. Let's see if he does the late rounds. If he's the guy that goes after the KO or coast.
Hector, they got to start watching with these heads. They've been clashing heads several times now.
Don't move. Okay, you get cut. Top. Accidental, but no blood, little hematoma his side. You ready? You good to go? Box. Let him out, let him out.
Nice left hand there by Max Ornelas.
You know, you can really see, even though Valdez is the guy largely coming forward, the pace of this fight is being dictated by Max Ornelas. This is being fought exactly how he wants it to be fought.
Yeah, Valdez has really good technique and really good punches, but right now he doesn't have the footwork to keep up or cut off the ring on Ornelas.
And you can see Valdez Jr.'s corner just begging him to come in.
Yeah, but he can't because he's always a step behind. He doesn't have the footwork to keep up with the fleet foot Ornelas. That's the thing, man. Everyone's so concentrating on the hands, but it's the feet, the footwork that's so impressive in boxing, in the sweet science. And it frustrates really good punchers.
Stop.
How much time did you spend today on jump rope?
Man, I spent the majority of my camps on foot drills. Football drills, a lot of jump rope, a lot of explosiveness. Let him go, work out of it, fellas. Work out. There you go.
The crowd there kind of waving them on a little bit.
He waved them on too, like he's goading them. And that's the thing about being a straight boxer like that. You can expect the movers to come out, but as long as you're winning, it's all good, man. It doesn't matter. Win first, look good the next time. But right here, I love the way Ornelas is looking. He's boxing nicely, man.
Yeah, Valdez Jr. just seems a little lost.
Out of his last 4 fights, if that cut opens up early, it's going to be a long night for JoJo Diaz.
Well, it's been a long night for Hector Valdez Jr. We're in round number 7. Chris, I know you've been going back. You're not officially scoring this, but do you think Valdez Jr. has won more than 1 or 2 rounds?
Well, I think Max Ornelas has been in control of this fight throughout. It's largely the number of combinations he's throwing. He's able to get off 3, 4, sometimes 5 punch combinations. Whereas with Valdez, he is landing some quality shots, especially to the body, but they have been 1 punch and out type of shots.
Yeah, I can't see giving Valdez more than 1 round. I just love the control. The control of Max Ornelas. Everything behind that jab. Doesn't stay in front of him. Look, makes his opponent miss. Comes back with the right hand. I mean, it's just, this is boxing 101. You know, fans want to see blood, they want to see war, but this is what it's all about right here, the sweet science. Hit and not get hit. And Max Ornelas is doing that perfectly. See, that jab wasn't to land hard. It was just to bait Valdez to throw something hard to come back with another counter shot. Very smart fighter, Max Ornelas. And he's using his height and reach. He has 3 inches in height, 3 inches is reach. He's not smothering that. That's another thing that Valdez has not been able to break through. When Valdez comes back and sees this fight, he's going to realize he just followed around Max Ornelas for the entire fight. He didn't double up the jab. He didn't double up the body shots.
Both you guys, work out of it.
He didn't try anything different. He's just following him around.
Which is why I think you can see why Max Ornelas was so adamant, not just about getting a fight on a card like this, but getting a fight against this specific fighter. That's what he was saying to his team for months. I want Hector Valdez Jr. Make that fight happen. And clearly he had the right game plan, or has the right game plan for it.
And clearly Hector Valdez was a little bit overconfident. I mean, with as much success that he has as an amateur, you know, he disregarded Ornelas. He says, well, he sticks and moves, but I think, you know, I'm going to take care of business. It's going to be a fight of the night.
Well, I tell you, I made the comparison earlier to what we saw with William Zepeda and Hector Tanajara. This fight has gone certainly differently. Zepeda wound up stopping Tanajara, but I remember Tanajara in that fighter meeting expressing confidence, maybe a little too much confidence going into the fight with Zepeda.
Yeah, you know, I was wondering if Zepeda's power was real, and that was a rude awakening for not only Tanajara but myself, because it was real, definitely real. But the way that he was throwing it, and he was relentless with his power and cutting off the ring. And from that southpaw stance, it's just vicious.
It has been a long night at the office for Hector Valdez Jr. And he's still got 3 rounds to go.
Shots, defense, speed, intelligent boxing, and he's not even breathing hard.
No, give it to Max Ornelas. What's happening here is exactly what he described in our fighter meetings. He believed he was going to get stronger as the fight goes on. He believed the punch output of Valdez was going to diminish as the fight goes on. This is playing out almost exactly as scripted for Max Ornelas.
Sergio, we have this conversation, seems like all the time. To me, there's a difference between a good fighter and a great fighter. Max Ornelas is pretty much dominating this fight. His game plan's working perfectly. He hasn't faced any real danger. Hasn't gotten hit. Look at this defense here. At what point do you go, listen, let's step on the gas pedal. Let's really light the boxing world on fire and try and blast this guy out of here the last 2 rounds?
No, see, that would be foolish on Ornelas' part. He's in charge. He's in control of this fight. Yes, he has a little bit of pop. He has 5 knockouts in 15 fights, but you're in control. You're winning. You're a couple of rounds away.
And listen to the crowd.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does not matter.
It's
He wants to get a contract by Golden Boy Promotions. A nice win against an undefeated fighter with power is the way you do it.
And he's got to be careful, because that's 2 shots by Valdez that were landed in the last 15 seconds. Valdez has shown he has the power to finish a fight if you give him the opportunity.
Absolutely. Yes, he does. And that's why you don't want to take advantage of that. See, guys with power that have flat feet like Valdez, you beat them with speed. You pepper them away. You know, those aren't power shots by Ornelas. He's just touching the gloves, but he's frustrating Valdez. Valdez can't do nothing. He's too slow on the trigger.
Let each other out, work out.
there where Ornelas squares up against the ropes, that's exactly where Valdez needs to come get aggressive. That's where he needs to get aggressive, where he has him against the ropes and flat-footed and squared up, aim at the torso, but he's not doing that. He's just following him around the ring. No urgency being showed by Valdez Jr.
Well, he's having a better round, it seems.
He is, but it's still I don't know, there's a lack of passion that I see from him.
It's like he doesn't know that he's losing.
It's like he doesn't have another gear.
And it's boxing. Maybe he's not losing. You never know nowadays.
The referee is warning Ornelas' corner that he's dipping his head below the waist of Valdez, and yes, that's a cause for concern. But I mean, you know, a lot of that's amateurish. Usually, you take away points in the amateurs for doing that. But pros can get away with ducking their head low like that.
Yeah, I don't think anything that Max Ornelas is doing is all that egregious. Certainly not enough to warrant a point at this point.
Yeah, and that's why the corner in Ornelas says, well, we're winning. That's the reason they're picking on us, you know.
Well, Chris, at this point, are you confident that Valdez Jr. needs a knockout?
You would think. It does seem like most of the rounds have been controlled by Max Ornelas. He's landing good combinations, multiple combinations, and to Sergio's earlier point, the ring generalship. Again, Valdez is the one going forward, but Ornelas is the one controlling this fight.
Yeah, there's aggression and there's effective aggression.
Yes, and to answer your question, Todd, Hector Valdez does need a knockout win. I can't give him more than 2 rounds in this fight so far.
Oh, nice little left hook for Ornelas.
Ornelas is a perfect spoiler type opponent. You know, you could put him in against big punchers, and he'll do well. He'll frustrate big punchers.
Another clash of heads.
Where'd you get it? Let me see. Stay there. Where'd you get it? Nose. I got accidental headbutt in the nose, swollen a little bit, no blood. They're okay, Doc.
So we continue here in round 9. It's been almost all Max Ornelas since probably the first or second round. Hector Valdez Jr. trying to be the aggressor, but it's just not working out.
Head hunting too much. You know, Valdez needs to concentrate on the body. Valdez is a really, really excellent body puncher.
Hey, Mark, that blood that's leaking now.
He's not really unleashing those body shots.
You hear that?
Yeah, the best way to slow down a mover, Sergio, as you know, is to go to the body, hunt down. William Zepeda, not to make it another example of it, but he's an excellent body puncher.
Not only that, but
not
only that, Chris, but you get a guy from stopping to move. So if a fighter's moving to the right, you throw that left hand to the hip. He's not going to move to that side anymore. And then you can come around with the other punch. That's how you stop opponents from moving to the left, to the right.
And we saw Virgil Ortiz do it with Mikey McKinson just a few months ago. Slowed him down and knocked him out with a shot to the hip.
That is a perfect example. There's so many perfect examples of vicious punchers that know how to cut off the ring and aim at the shoulders and the forearm and the hips of fighters and boxers that move so much.
Box.
Ornelas in pristine condition. Not really breathing that hard.
Because you haven't, you know, whenever you're boxing that comfortably, you know, you haven't got him out of your comfort zone. Ornelas is in his comfort zone. That's why he's so cool and relaxing there. No way he gets tired. He can box 24 rounds like this. It's a sparring session.
I asked Max Ornelas
round 10
what he had to do to win this fight. He said, I can't let him get in a rhythm. He's going to try and muscle me around. I'll use my jab and face. How do you like that?
And he also said he was going to stick and move and true to his word.
Surprisingly, though, Valdez really hasn't tried to muscle him around much.
No, he has not, because he doesn't have...
He's chased him around.
He's chased him around, exactly. He's followed him around the entire fight.
Another left hook lands for Ornelas. Looking to move to 16-0-1.
and still looking for that one big punch like that. The haymakers are not going to land on an elusive fighter. You got to set up those power shots.
Left to the body for Valdez Jr.
It's been the only success that Valdez has had is the left hand to the body there, but he hasn't doubled it up, or he hasn't come around to the other side.
Let each other out, work at her. Let them go, Max. That's you, baby.
Looked like he lost his balance there a little bit. Not sure if I was caused by a punch or not.
Stop.
Look, his legs look a little off. Maybe he hurt his leg, Sergio.
He didn't hurt his leg or his shoe, the bottom of the shoe.
Let him out. Let him out.
There's an issue, but
Hector,
yeah.
pull your arms out.
It looks like he's having an issue with the right foot. I believe it's the shoe.
Just continues to circle to his left. Stick and move. That's been the game plan, and it's worked out really well.
He's definitely favoring that right leg. You see him bounce, he's putting more pressure on the front leg, the left leg, than he is the
Stop.
right.
Nobody
I
punch.
believe it's the
Stop.
shoe because the
Step
sole
away.
of the shoe, it looks like his foot is coming out of the sole of the foot. He's not really planted on the bottom of the foot. I'm not a fan of those boxing shoes because of that reason. I like rubber soles.
Stop. Stop.
Valdez, you
Separate.
got 1 minute, try to take advantage.
Box.
Double jab.
Good body shot there by Valdez. Right hand finally.
But then it was Valdez who backed away. Why not stay in there? Dog on him. Caught him coming in with a left hook. Another check left hook.
Yeah, that's the shoe. He's having problems with his shoe. His right foot and his shoe.
Box.
Maybe it's an ankle turn.
Maybe it's an ankle turn because of the shoe. Those boxing shoes right there, I know exactly what the
All
problem
right,
is
stop.
going
Both of
through.
you.
There's not much
Separate.
security
No, separate.
in the
Box.
ankle area. Easy to roll your foot.
15 seconds to go. Where's the urgency?
Time.
And that will do it. It appears that Max Ornelas' game plan worked out
Thank you,
to
George.
perfection.
Judge George Cruz score this contest 97-93 for Max Ornelas. Judge Raul Gai Sr. scores this contest 97-93 Hector Valdez. And Judge Alejandro Rochin scores this contest 97-93 to the winner by split decision from Dallas, Texas, Hector El Travieso Valdez.
I don't understand those scorecards.